So, thought I was done for the day. Didn't think I'd have another video out for you today, but David Ornstein has dropped another article, guys. And for those of you that don't know, David Ornstein is probably one of the only journalists you should listen to regarding Liverpool news, Paul Joyce being the other one. And basically he said that Liverpool could move for another attacker during this window if it becomes clear that the player and his club would be willing to, let a move happen, basically. We're going to cover that. I'll show you the tweet. I'll go over the article. I'll give you some positives, but I do have some negatives about this as well, guys, as you can probably tell by my demeanor right now. But before we get into that, guys, just a reminder to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with all the latest Liverpool news, and the comment down below I will put as the pinned comment is the question for you, which will be, would you be happy if Liverpool signed this player and nobody else? Right, so let's get into it, guys. So the player that I keep referencing to is, I can't even pronounce his name, so I'm just going to show you the page, guys. Bear with me a moment while I get this sorted out. It is this lad here. Oh, no, we don't want to block him. What's he called again? Kvaratskhelia. I can't, but I butcher that name, guys. But anyway, you can see it there written for yourself. You know who I'm talking about. You know he plays for Napoli. And basically it says that Liverpool could make a move to sign him if he leaves in January. Liverpool are not actively seeking a winger, but admire the 23-year-old. Alert to the situation and may contend if it becomes a market opportunity. PSG and Chelsea are also among the club's interested clubs. I'm absolutely butchering this video, guys. So let's go have a look at the article, shall we? So here we go. It says here that Liverpool would consider a move to sign him, blah, blah, blah. We've said that. He's established himself as among Europe's leading attackers since leaving Russia in 2022. He's a Georgian international and is under contract until 2027. And the lack of movement relating to a fresh deal has encouraged interest from elsewhere regarding a move to recruit him. PSG are emerging as the leading contenders, while the player also features on the list of potential targets for teams like Chelsea. I am going to keep referring to him as the player because I can't keep butchering his name. Napoli are in no rush to lose a player who has scored 30 goals and added 29 assists in 107 appearances for the club, and would only consider a sale for a significant fee. Liverpool are also attentive to the situation despite being well stocked in wide attacking areas as things stand. Diaz, Gakpo, Jota and Nunez can all operate from the left-hand side, which is the player's most effective position. That means it may take a significant departure to create space for an addition such as him, irrespective of Napoli's interest in Chiesa, who has barely featured since making a switch to Liverpool. Liverpool are not specifically chasing him, but he is someone they admire and are also keeping tabs on and will be ready to contend for it if it becomes a market opportunity. And he's also an international teammate of Mamardashvili. I feel like I'm butchering this video, guys, but anyway, what I want to say to this is there's a few things that we've seen in the media over the past few days that are that do back this up. We've seen Nunez linked to a move to Italy and other places as well. And we've also seen the whole Chiesa thing. Now, me personally, I don't think that Chiesa leaves if this happens. I think it's Darwin Nunez. I think if we go for this lad, Nunez is leaving the club this window, guys. Whether that be on loan or a permanent transfer, whichever. And I think that Diaz probably becomes a main feature at the number 9 position, or maybe Cody Gakpo. I can't see it being Gakpo because he seems to be really excelling on that left wing. It may be Diaz moves into the middle on a permanent basis, and this lad comes in to compete with Gakpo on that side. It says here, obviously, it's going to be a significant fee, so you're probably looking at anything, like north of 100 million. I mean, if I try and look for his profile on Transfer Market, it might tell us a little bit more about what his actual market value is right now, which, let's have a look. So they're saying that he is worth 85 million euros as of now. So what's that? Probably about 75 million pound. It probably could be more than that. When you look into it, when Napoli are known as one of these clubs that are very hard to deal with. He can use both feet, so there's that addition there as well. He is also, let me share his page actually. He says here as well that he's also outfitted by Adidas, and we've also got the Adidas deal coming up, so maybe that's something we could look into. Doesn't say who his agent is on here. Let's have a look at his stats, shall we? So for the current season, so he's played 19 games, 5 goals, 3 assists, and 1 yellow card. Has he had any injuries this year? Let's have a look at his injury record. Yeah, so he's muscle fatigue, out for 6 days. That's his entire injury record there, guys. So he's out for 5 problems, stomach. He don't seem to have that many big injuries there, really, is he? Apart from this one here, back in 2020, 2021, where he missed 50 days. That's probably the biggest injury he's ever had. But he doesn't seem to have had many since then. But yeah. Anyway, guys, as you can see there as well, it says he's most probably going to move to Manchester United according to this. But anyway, get into these negatives. So this is one of those things again where, you know, when we mentioned it earlier on in the window where it says that Liverpool would be in the market for an opportunistic signing. This is one of those, and I sound pissed off, and I am a little bit, because in the article itself, it says that Liverpool are already well stocked in this position. And yes, you could always look to upgrade and do this, that, and the other. There's question marks around Luis Diaz. You know, is he going to move to Barcelona? You know, he's in line for a new contract, this, that, and the other. Darwin Núñez. But Liverpool are screaming out for a midfielder and a centre-back right now, or a left-back even. And you're going to go out there and spend north of 80-odd million on a winger that you don't need right now. It just, I don't know, guys. If we went out and signed this player, I would obviously back him, and I would obviously be like, you know, wow, Liverpool have gone out there and signed like a future player who could be like a world-class player. But if you were to give me the chance right now of signing him, or going out there and buying Mark Gahey, for instance, or Emilos Kerekes as a left back, or even Zubamendi, right, as a midfielder, I would prefer we signed one of them than go out there and sign another winger. Do you know, that's where I'm at right now. Like, we don't need this lad. He would just be like a champagne signing, if that makes sense. He's not something that we need right now. And this is one of those things where, yes, it's worked out in the past when we signed Diaz and Gakpo, but we've got Mo Salah, Darwin Núñez, Chiesa, Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo. Got 6 players already that can play across that front three, and you want to bring a 7th in? And you've got Harvey Elliott that can play. That's 8. Ben Doak, 9. I mean, as I say, unless Ben Doak's going, and as I say, I think Darwin Núñez would have to go as well for this move to make any sort of sense. I don't think it's worth happening, guys. I really don't. But anyway, I'll end up being wrong here, and you watch it. It'll be like one of the best signings Liverpool ever make, and it'll become better than Mo Salah or something daft like that. But anyway, that's my opinion on the whole thing. I would rather we signed a left back, a centre back, or a DM compared to this signing right now. But anyway, guys, that's the question for you down below. Would you be happy with this signing, and is it something that you think that Liverpool would need right now, if it was to even happen? Let me know down below, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.